Hello friends, wishing you a very happy Diwali. Today we are going to do a pre-market analysis on gold. Before going to the session, as always, I request you watch the pre-market analysis which was done on October 12th, 2025. On the last week, I mentioned that there are chances that market would rise from 4015 to higher ranges. And let's see what happened after that. So this is the same chart which I am going to show on gold. When I mentioned gold was at 4015.63, same gold is at 4015.63. Now let's see what happened after this. Gold started rising from the mentioned area and gold has almost traveled up to 3693 pips. So I mentioned in the previous week video that you can take an entry or you can go for a buy if the range of 4058.60 is getting broken. So once it is broken, you can see it is 4058. From this range, even if you calculate, you could have caught almost 3225 pips. So your question would be, what is next? Because from the range of 4378, gold has come down almost 2000 pips or 1900 pips. So what is going to happen next? Let's see. So before that, I would like to clear the entire chart so that you won't get any confusions, and let's start from the beginning. So before that, let me go to the monthly time frame. In the monthly time frame, you can see that gold is ultra bullish, and gold has been bullish for the last, maybe from 2022, gold has been traveling like anything to the top. So if you ask me if it is healthy, it is both. Fundamentally it is healthy, but technically I can't say it is healthy because it is moving without even creating a pull. There are only less pullbacks, as you can see in this ranges. Now if you come to the weekly time frame, you can see a lot of green candles which has been creating from August 18, 2025 to October 13, 2025. It has been rising like anything. So if you ask me in the weekly time frame what is going to happen next, so I would like to say that there are always chances that gold can come down to 3502 range, where technically this would be healthy for gold. If the gold is reaching at this range, it is really good. It will be a great pullback, and after this there are chances that market would go. But if you ask me for confirmation, I cannot say that gold will come here, because gold is a metal with higher demand, and for the past 6 years I haven't seen gold coming down to a great extent, I would say. Now in the weekly time frame, this is a great support, 3502 to 3351. It's a great support for gold. But if you look into the daily time frame, you can see that gold has right now taken a rejection after a long green candles. Gold has taken a rejection at 4378 range. In the daily time frame, I would like to tell you that 4090.56 is a great support for gold, and 3943.34, this zone is a great support for gold, I would say. So if there are any chances that due to any news or anything, if the gold is coming down to this area, you can go for a buy, at least for the short term. Now if you go to the 4 hours time frame, you can see that gold is right now has created around 1900 pips fall, and if you ask me for the support zone, I would say that in 4 hours the ranges between 4163 to 4121 is a support zone for gold. So let me keep it properly. 4164.43 to 4121 is a support zone for gold in the 4 hours time frame. So there are always chances that gold can come down and visit this area of 4164 or the daily time frame area, which is 4090. So if you look at the 4 hours supply zone, you can see there is a fair value gap and order block which is here. It's a supply zone for the gold. So from the area between 4275 to 4379 will act as a supply zone for gold. Let me mark it as red so that you will understand that it is a supply zone. Supply zone means sell zone. So now, as I have drawn the daily time frame support zone and the 4 hours support zone, what is going to happen next? So in the market opening, we can't say what is going to happen, but still I'll show you some possibilities what are going to happen. Either from this range, there are chances that gold would go and tap at the 4279 to this zone range, and there are chances that it might come down, take a support to the higher range, or maybe from here gold will get rejected, or this support zone in between 4164 to 4121 will break and come to the major support zone of the daily time frame, take a support, and then there are chances that market would go up to the top range, which is 4275 range. These are the few possibilities that I would like to tell you. Now, as I told, the chances are either gold would tap here, come down. At the same time, I would like to tell you this as well. If from this zone, gold is breaking the ranges, supply ranges in between 4275 to 4379, if it is getting broken again, taking a support at this area, gold would go for a bullish again. But as it is a huge fair value gap, and as it's a huge sell which has happened in the last day, I would say it is healthier for gold to take a rejection from this zone, come down to either take support from the 4 hours range or to take a support from the daily time frame range, and then continue its travel to the higher ranges. So anything can happen, my dear friends, as always I tell you, because gold is in an all-time high range. I am no one to predict the movement of the gold, but whatever I give you are the suggestions. At the same time, when you come into the 1 hour time frame, you can see that a parallel support has been creating at this zone. Okay, so this is a parallel support zone where retailers would like to enter. Now from this area, you can see we have a order block and a middle rejection zone as well. So we should expect a fall from this area, but you shouldn't panic. At this zone, what I would like to tell you is that do not go for a sell, or please do not overtrade, because with our strategy which we have learned, you will never face the losses. You will only face the loss if you are doing an overtrade. So these are some possibilities, including the retail liquidity and the smart money zones. Now we need to wait to see what is happening next. So while looking at the news for the coming week, you can see that on October 20, Monday, it's a holiday, there is no much news. And on Wednesday, we have CPI and crude oil inventories, which can affect the price of gold. Now in Thursday, we can see initial jobless claim and existing home sales. This can also affect gold, because if it is coming positive for the dollar, then there are chances that gold would fall. If it is negative for the dollar, definitely gold will go for a rise. Now on Friday, we have a lot of news like core CPI and the new home sales. Lot of news are there. So you should make sure that you will be trading properly at this area or at this time frame, and please do not overtrade, as I mentioned before. Last week also I mentioned that there will be news on Friday, October 17. There are huge news like for non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate and CPI. I don't know how many of you listened. And on October 17, market gave a huge fall from 4,379 range to below. So this is because of the news which was happened on this date which I mentioned on this video. So if you ask me whether to trade in this time or not, you can trade, but avoid over trade. That's what I would like to tell you. Now, same like this, I would like to tell you that this week also there are a lot of newses. Make sure that you trade with proper risk management. And as I always tell you in my classes, always trade with a plan, my dear friends, and not with emotion. Whatever trades you take, it should have a clear entry, exit and risk level management. If it is not meeting your risk level management or your strategy, please do not take that entry. That is what I would like to tell you. So my dear friends, trade safe and make lots of money in the coming days. And next Diwali, I wish and I manifest all my students, all the members, all the viewers become millionaires and multimillionaires. Thank you so much and all the best.